Hey everyone, this is Hoskins,
and Kilo,
and we're back bringing you this replay, epic replay. Actually, this is one of the most epic replays that we're probably bringing to you because it is because it involves mouzThorZain, one of the greatest, arguably one of the greatest Terrans right now.
Down in the bottom
around.
right.
Yeah, down in the bottom right, our red Terran and our blue Terran, EGDeMusliM, which is
the top right.
Which he proved himself for the past couple of weeks. He's pretty new to StarCraft, but he's doing very well right now. I think he transferred from StarCraft 1, but I could be mistaken from that. He does do very well though. He's been practicing a lot, and he has finally proved himself. So we will see what he could do to try and beat ThorZain this series. This is actually a 3-game series too. But we're gonna see.
Be tough.
We're gonna see what he could put up against ThorZain, because ThorZain arguably one of the best Terrans in the world right now.
We'll see. Let's see what he got. But yeah, this is our epic series that we're bringing to you.
Yeah, we promised you an epic series, and this is it.
I hope it is.
You know, it is.
I better be.
It is.
Okay. Just checking.
ThorZain laying down that barracks, not worrying about walling off, because there is no Zerg, and he's not really worried about any early rushes, because EGDeMusliM does not have his barracks up yet, not even in production. So, but he does not know that yet.
Nobody knows anything. No one knows what it means. Anywho, back to the game.
Actually, it looks like EGDeMusliM is not even building a barracks yet. He's actually just trying to get SCV count, and it does look like he's going for an expansion. Really early expansion before even a barracks.
But that will help him. Yet he is taking a very big risk. If ThorZain decided to
Go for a timing attack, then he could definitely get schooled.
Wait. Actually, this might be fine. Yeah, it's fine.
No.
Oh no, it's
the units
yeah, that's yeah, I messed that up. Well, there it goes down the barracks right now, and orbital command going down for ThorZain right now, and steady game so far. And ThorZain is
throwing up the expansion.
Throwing up his own expansion right now. So, what you just said, and I feel very stupid saying that. Why
nice micro by ThorZain.
I don't get
trying
that.
to pick off that SCV, but it does not work out.
I never do that.
Well, that's because you're not pro.
Oh, you calling me a noob?
Not necessarily a noob, just not a pro.
No. Well, it's nice to hear that you're not calling me a noob. It's all good.
Yeah, you're not a noob. Ish.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, man.
ThorZain continuing to pump out those Marines.
And I think he's going to do maybe a little bit of harassment, or he's just going to go right to that Exnalgia tower to see... Harassment. Yeah. He's just going to sit there, kind of just like that. So, yeah.
2 refineries on the way now for ThorZain at the exact... Actually, no, yeah, at the same time. So he's going to be able to double produce gas, as is... Oh no, not EGDeMusliM. That's okay. He is getting that secondary base saturated very well.
He's pumping out a lot of SCVs there.
Trying to, yes he is.
He's got a lot so far.
Yep.
And he just started that basically. So yeah, he's now has 3 you know, his 3 barracks, 2 barracks, 1 on the way.
One actually, yeah, his barracks has what adding onto it right now?
A reactor.
Looks like a reactor, yes it does. And a tech lab on the other one. The orbital command is actually almost finished on it's actually just finished on ThorZain's secondary expansion.
Oh
and
yeah.
Nothing really fancy happening right now. Looks like ThorZain's going to kind of stick to the bio part of Terran, while EGDeMusliM is going to go for more of a technical part, like for a mech bio.
The machine. He's the machinist.
And yeah. Okay. Combat shield's actually on the way now for ThorZain.
Nothing really special going on right now, except for
3 barracks right now for EGDeMusliM. Oh.
Except for 111.
No.
Maybe.
No. That's
Stop correcting me.
That's definitely not a 111. Well, I need to correct you so you learn and not make yourself look stupid in other videos.
Shut.
Anyways, that is not a 111. That is a 3 barracks factory and then starport. And decline that.
Is that supposed to be important?
Yeah. He wants me in a party.
That's okay. Who cares about him? We finally have a factory going down.
It looks like an engineering bay actually right now.
Got a lot of Marines right here. But yeah. We have another reactor going down for the 3rd barracks right now.
It looks like ThorZain is going to stay more of a bio style of Terran.
I always am.
Now back at EGDeMuslim's base, there is Stimpack on the way, and his units right now, maybe just, a medevac coming out, a lot of Marines, so it looks like he's going for more of a bio part of Terran as well.
I want to see upgrades though. You gotta have upgrades, and I see that EGDeMusliM is researching his first upgrade.
ThorZain should be doing the same really soon. It looks like both players are actually playing the same style right now. They're playing the same build. ThorZain just looks to be a little bit more behind actually.
He does.
He does. His unit count right now is just a handful of Marines, so I'm not too sure what he's doing.
Yet he does have combat shields, so
yeah, that might have slowed him down a while ago, but still, he's on quadruple gas now.
I wonder what he's going to use with that gas.
He's going to use it to build units, maybe? You know?
Or, like you were saying about EGDeMusliM going to be a more of a mechanist? Or
yeah,
machinist?
Both players are on quad gas now. But a scan by Muslim checking out ThorZain, and ThorZain probably scanned EGDeMusliM, and he did not, so looks like EGDeMusliM has a bigger army, and he looks like he might be pushing out right now. Back at ThorZain's base, he does not see that, so he's only got a handful of Marines, and no...
Actually, he's going to be seeing this in a second.
Ooh, picks up his Marines. But there is a Marine at that Exnelja cavern tower, and both... Ooh.
Oh, he sees that too. Oh.
Oh.
That is bad. This is very bad. He's got basically map control right now with those little Marines.
Yes, he does.
And so he sees what is going down right now, and these Marines are already taken over, and they're going to go back and finish the job, and they're going to take over. They're going to take over the map.
Yep. So we should see it maybe a little bit of drop play from EGDeMusliM, and it looks like ThorZain might be going for a drop of his own, and he will not. And he will. Oh my goodness. He's going for a drop of his own.
But there is a missile turret right there, so he's got to be quick about this.
But he does have, he could pull back and, ooh, don't get too close, ThorZain. Nice little pull back there from ThorZain, but he is going to drop off all those Marines there. Nice micro, keeping those medevacs alive, but looks like one might go down before that missile turret gets destroyed.
And it is all good. He is safe. And those SCVs are out of there. Here comes a tank with the support of those Marines. And probably that supply depot might go down if it's quick enough.
Oh, he leaves a Marine behind.
Yeah, it was a good try. You never really win those unless you give it like 50 of them, 50 drops, and you're like, okay, I finally win this game. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Siege tech on the way for ThorZain.
Muslim already researched his siege mode, so he's already set for the tech part of the game. Still upgrading though. Looks like EGDeMusliM has more upgrades than ThorZain does.
So EGDeMusliM is showing a little more, basically. There's no other way, lack of a better word in my mind.
But it does look like ThorZain has piled up quite the army down in the center of the map there.
That is a lot of Marines.
And a tank there. ThorZain's siege mode is just finishing. And it's finished. +1 armor being upgraded now for EGDeMusliM, and +1 armor for ThorZain is being upgraded as well at the same time. But so both players have +1 weapons.
Yes. So they are kind of deadly. And there goes those rocks.
Ooh, EGDeMusliM has more tanks than ThorZain does, but that's okay. And a lot of tanks here. He might actually go for a little bit of a drop before. No, he does not. Oh, he might. And he will. Loading those tanks up to a medevac and taking off over to EGDeMusliM's expansion. And it looks like EGDeMusliM
really needs a little tower.
Yeah. EGDeMusliM is building his third, which is good.
He's going to retreat to take out that little drop squad there.
And if ThorZain's micro is proper, he might pull up. Yeah, and there he goes. Picks them all up and gets out of there.
That was a nice
little micro.
Nice little micro. Yes, but steady game so far.
ThorZain just holding ground outside of EGDeMusliM's base here.
He's gonna have to push out some more units if he's gonna do anything about that, which he does. He has a lot of Marines back at the base, and yeah, he's just keeping them there for some reason. Maybe drops, just in case of a drop.
Now it looks like ThorZain is going to get that third as well, and we're gonna see a game here, guys. Bases are being taken. I would not be surprised if Muslim takes another base soon. Planetary Fortress being added on that third expansion, so he's going to be pretty safe there. Armory also being built for EGDeMusliM, and also for ThorZain just now. Nothing really special actually happening, except for wow, that's a lot of mules. He's really oversaturating that base. Anyways, a lot of production buildings being added on now for ThorZain. Do you want to talk now? Or?
No, I'm just kind of into this game right now. There's a lot of Marines there. Look at all that. Wow.
Yeah. Another engineering bay added on for ThorZain, probably for double barracks.
So yeah, we are still at +1 weapons for ThorZain right now.
+1 armor for both players are three-quarters done and should be finished anytime soon. So it looks like EGDeMusliM's gonna pick up and roll out, maybe?
Not roll out. Walk out.
Yeah, same thing.
With a little bit of rolling out.
He might move
flying out. But yeah, he's gonna try to get around with these never mind.
There's a Viking that gets in here, but tries to take off some medevacs.
That medevac is probably going to go down.
And the medevac does go down. But oh, that tank might get picked off. But the Marines in here get in here and start picking away at each other. And looks like EGDeMusliM's going to fall back to his tanks. Ooh, that's nice tank placement though by ThorZain, right on the high ground there, over by the right in between the exalted towers.
You always gotta have the inside of this, because they can't see you on the other side, which is very.
Well, it looks like
nice play.
Muslim's gonna send a little bit of a army around the backside to pick off that tank.
Which he probably might.
Ooh, and he starts to get picked off there though.
And he does nothing about it.
Ooh, well, he wasn't really necessary to do anything.
Vehicle weapons on the way for mouzThorZain.
Plus 2 weapons now being upgraded also for ThorZain.
Now we're getting into some upgrades.
Yeah, this is good. Another barracks being added on for EGDeMusliM. Now, right now, back at ThorZain's base. A lot of mules dying, but there are how many barracks? 2, 4, and he's got to have more barracks than that.
He probably
maybe
does
some out front, some
scattered.
out front, some out front. Probably 2, 4, 5. 5 barracks. Another one being added on, so that's 6, and I think 2 or 3 factories. And back at EGDeMuslim's base, there are. Oh well, there is 2, 3, 4. It looks like, yeah, 3 more being added on actually by EGDeMusliM, so that's good. Both players are keeping up on their production buildings and upgrades. +2 armor and weapons being upgraded right now for EGDeMusliM.
I like that little marine sitting there, just waiting for something to happen. I gotta get back into the game.
Yeah, you do. Jeez, get your head in the game, man.
Well, I gotta tell that
you don't
marine.
know what you're talking about.
I do. Look at all those Marines, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Marines.
10 Marines in production for ThorZain.
Oh my god. It's very, very...
No yawning allowed. Two more barracks right now is still in production for EGDeMusliM, so that's going to give them a lot of production building.
There's too much going on in this game.
So
this was a good... This is going really good.
I told you guys, ThorZain will bring out the best in any game.
Well, you got Marines. If that's best for you. Yeah, it's the best for me because I like it. It's a good game. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a solid game. I wish they took up the whole map, which that'd be pretty awesome. But
actually, I saw a game. I forget who it was between. I think it was between Whiteraw and Damaga.
Look at that.
What? Ooh, nice little drop there.
Scattered them all out.
That's good actually.
The Marine's gonna die.
And are you gonna follow that or yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
I am.
Okay,
There's
good.
I was following like
and that medevac gets picked off, and a couple SCVs might get picked off as well, which is good.
And another drop over
another
here.
Drop by ThorZain. Beautiful micro skills right now. He's dropping all over the place. So
he still has a strong army out front. So does
ThorZain.
Yeah, he's probably gonna push out right now just to take out that
little bit of a dummy magnet, meaning that ThorZain's gonna drop, and then he's hopefully gonna try and attract as many units as possible, and then he's gonna be able to move in.
Yeah, they know. They know.
Well, for people who don't know.
Okay, people that don't know.
No, I'm not explaining anymore. Jeez.
I ruined it.
A lot of SCVs fixing another SCV.
I will save you, my friend.
Now, it does look like ThorZain is pushing out here over on the left side of the map, but there is a sensor tower up.
Here we go. These tanks are gonna...
Ooh, nice little tank. Get him right in there, and he's gonna siege up there.
And that's the Clyde Eagles going down. ThorZain is
nice tank placement.
Almost,
and it looks like
almost at the supply limit.
Yeah, Muslim looks like he's gonna pull back and wait for the right time to move in. But +2 weapons just finished for ThorZain, and it already finished for EGDeMusliM a while ago. +2 armor right now finishing up though, and +1 vehicle weapons. So we have a lot of upgrades here in the field, and we're gonna see who wins this because
yes, both players are very, very deadly at the moment.
It's looking good for ThorZain.
ThorZain is getting infantry weapons +3,
and it looks like the Muslim's gonna move in here, stims all his Marines, and he's gonna move in, try and take out all these tanks.
Ooh.
That's a lot of Marines, but
yeah, that's a lot of Marines.
wow.
I
don't know why ThorZain didn't move in with his Marines earlier. A lot of tanks went down, and a lot of tanks for EGDeMusliM now being sieged up, and he's gonna be able to pick off a lot of Marines here if he doesn't get rid of the. Ooh, wow.
And ThorZain has to pull back at this one.
Oh, there's two more tanks still there though on the high ground.
Those
still
tanks
being
are
picked
not
off, though.
going to do much right now. We got 3 barracks and 1 factory on the way.
Plus
still for
3
ThorZain.
weapons on the way for ThorZain, and
what
plus
is he
2
going
armor.
to do with 3 more factories? He's almost kind of supply.
Yes, but see, when he loses units, he could reproduce faster.
Well, he should be reproducing as he goes out.
Yes. As you can see, there's 10 Marines in production.
Yeah, that too.
And 3 tanks in
production.
production.
Stop mocking me.
I'm not mocking you. I'm correcting you, like a good caster should.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, looks like ThorZain's adding on a 4th expansion now. But I'm not seeing any expansion from EGDeMusliM at the moment. But ThorZain does have a load of minerals. It's kind of the opposite. Muslim has more gas, and ThorZain has more minerals.
Well, like I was saying, they should just take over the whole map and just make it even more epic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
ThorZain.
Here we go again.
Oh, a little bit of a
siege
tank
up now, or never siege up again.
That tank will be picked off.
There are a lot of tanks.
Yeah, a lot of tanks now for EGDeMusliM, but ThorZain getting up on the count as well. He's going to get in there and he's going to start tearing up everything, but those Marines getting just shelled away by EGDeMuslim's tanks, and it doesn't look like ThorZain has enough.
All of those Marines, that line of Marines, have gotten taken away in.
Some more tanks here though might clean up those Marines, we might see, and that tank will go down. But ThorZain reinforces enough that he could hold off the attack.
That was a crazy battle. Yet, EGDeMusliM is showing a bit more units right now.
Aggressiveness as well. He's being very aggressive. ThorZain sieges up though.
There's still
a lot of tanks though being sieged up, and they're gonna start picking off.
There's not really much.
There's no Marines now for EGDeMusliM. Nice. The splash damage is just eating up those Marines. He sends in some SCVs to go take care of those tanks, but SCVs cleaned up pretty well.
Yeah.
And a little bit of tank wars now here. Just tank fire back and forth, back and forth. That tank gets taken out. He kind of stabs up. Ooh, and that tank almost goes down.
There's a lot of medevacs over there.
Yeah.
He's still producing
15 Marines
very
now,
good right now.
11 Marines. So we have a lot of production right now, but we're going to see who could pull off the victory here, because both players very solid right now. Back and forth action. Nice tank placement by ThorZain. Not much by Muslim though, because they're all clobbered up a little bit there.
It's a lot. It's going to be bad on his part because of the splash damage that's going on there.
You're right.
And here come the Marines.
And here comes the Marine, just gonna get picked apart. Ready? Here, boom, boom. And never mind. Boom. And the ThorZain's Marines reinforced better. Both players have to pull back. ThorZain's got to pull back some Marines, and he does.
He's just pulling. He's just trying to reel them in just a little bit more, so those tanks can just chip away at those Marines. But those medevacs are assisting right now. Some aid. So. Yeah. The infantry armor level 2 and plus 3 infantry weapons for ThorZain is just about to finish up. So these Marines are very deadly at the moment. Yet still not invincible. This is a very even match right now.
It is. Marines taking some some tank fire, and it does. I really don't have a clue of who's gonna win right now. Muslim looks like he's about to take a fourth, and ThorZain taking a fifth. So ThorZain obviously up on production and base count. But it looks like ThorZain's going to go around the backside of
the sensor tower.
Muslim.
Just missed the army. Look at that.
What sensor tower?
The sensor tower, the sensor thing just missed it.
Yeah, that's ThorZain's sensor tower.
Wow. Never mind what I just said.
Those tanks will siege up and start to pluck away at the Marines. It looks like ThorZain has the bigger army here and might actually be able to win this battle. A lot more Marines though coming in for EGDeMusliM, but still too many tanks sieged up here for ThorZain, and he's going to be able to shell away at those Marines continuously, and probably it looks like he's going to win this battle as EGDeMuslim's forced to pull off some SCVs. But still, it looks like ThorZain has enough to win, and he's going to pull the rest of his forces from the center of his map and start to take out the rest of the rest of the army
into the victory.
Yeah, EGDeMusliM calls the GG, and ThorZain takes that victory, and now he is 1-0 in the series.
Good victory, ThorZain. EGDeMusliM showed a lot of aggression in that.
He did. He showed what he's capable of.
That was a nice game.
He showed He showed what he was capable of, and he really tried hard.
It was a good try. This is like a huge.
It was, and that was an epic game.
It was an epic game. Like you said it was going to be.
I know, because I'm awesome, and so is ThorZain and EGDeMusliM.
And me.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's our game for today. One thing EGDeMusliM could have done better was micro his units a little better and keep an eye on that entrance of his, because he knew it was capable of happening, but he just didn't know when it was going to happen.
He probably didn't even know it was going to happen at all.
Yeah. Anyways,
I was expecting more drops on his part.
Yeah, he should have dropped a lot more as well. That could have really helped him during the game, because just ruining ThorZain's economy, he wouldn't have been able to reinforce as much.
That is true.
Anyways, guys, subscribe, like, comment, rate, and we'll be back for next game. This is Hoskins.
And Kilo.
We're signing out.